referred to as nothing more than Jackie Mason's husband. There are a lot of you out there. I don't know if you realize that. I don't do this very often. I'm here tonight representing my company, Shred-Rite Rohn Industries. As John said, we are the returning sponsors again this year for the Gala. We made the business decision to support Groves financially because as a parent with 2 kids attending the school, I saw firsthand the dynamic impact and change Grove has had on my kids and the resulting positive influence that had on our family dynamics. When I first heard Groves, it was a little over 5 years ago. At the time, my daughter was at Minnehaha Academy, a solid school, a place that my wife and I thought would be a great foundation for my daughter to build an educational future to help her achieve all of her future successes. But we came to realize that was not the case. By the 4th grade, our nightly homework sessions around the kitchen table had deteriorated into outbursts of anger and frustration as our daughter struggled to keep up in a standardized learning system. The low point came one evening when she yelled out, "Why would you want to adopt someone as stupid as me?" Those words stay with the parent forever. And even though my daughter was only 10 years old at the time, I could see her future slipping away from her. So my wife went to work on finding a new school. And as she would gather information, she would come home and discuss it with me, and I'd listen patiently. And she would list the pros and the cons, and then I'd always wait until I could ask my most important question. And that question was, so how much does it cost? And based on her reply, I would say things like, has some possibilities, maybe we should schedule a school visit, or that might not be the right place for us. And then one day I came home from work and she wanted to tell me about Groves Academy. And that conversation was different. I could tell by the look in her eyes and the excitement in her voice that this place was truly somewhere that she thought would be the answer to her search and the answer to our daughter's educational struggles. And so I listened patiently while she told me all about Groves. And in that conversation, she spent far more time talking about the positives, didn't really have any negatives, and just built and built and built until finally it was the right time for me to ask my most very important question. And even though that was almost 5 years ago now, I still remember my response to her answer as if it was yesterday. Absolutely, positively not, and I mean it. So, my daughter's been at Groves 4 years now, and my son started last fall. The husbands in the room will know where I'm coming from. But my wife was right. Groves is different. Groves is a special school. It's a place where all of our kids can get a second chance at being prepared for their future successes. But it is expensive, and that's why we're here tonight to raise some money. So on behalf of my companies, Rohn Industries and Shred-Rite, I am participating in an Affinity program with Groves Academy in which we will donate a percentage of all the business we do with any new company that is a friend of Groves to the general scholarship programs of Groves Academy. I thank you for your time this evening. Let's raise some money.